Good day Forex traders. EURUSD Forex signal, bearish below 1.1574. The price is falling again after a bullish retracement. Last Thursday's EURUSD signal was not triggered as none of the key support or resistance levels I identified were reached that day. Today's EURUSD signals. Risk 0.75%. Trades must be entered between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. London time today only. Short trade ideas. Short entry following a bearish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 1.1610 or 1.1688. Place the stop loss 1 pip above the local swing high. Adjust the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Take off 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to run. Long trade idea. Long entry following a bullish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 1.1588 or 1.1517. Place the stop loss 1 pip below the local swing low. Adjust the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Take off 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to run. The best method to identify a classic price action reversal is for an hourly candle to close, such as a pin bar, a doji, an outside or even just an engulfing candle with a higher close. You can exploit these levels or zones by watching the price action that occurs at the given levels. EURUSD Analysis. I wrote last Thursday that as the previous day had covered nearly twice the average true range of the past 15 days, we were likely to see a further meaningful downwards price movement over the day, meaning there could be a good short trade opportunity here, as the price today had still not broken below yesterday's low. This was a very good call as the price did fall the next day. However, after that, the price turned around and made a firm bullish retracement, which lasted for 2 days, calling the momentum of the downwards break into question. The price began to fall again yesterday, and at the time of writing we are again approaching recent lows and back below the resistance level at 1.1610. I see the key thing to watch for today here in EURUSD as whether the price can make a daily, New York, close below last week's closing low at 1.1574. If so, that could be a great sign for trend traders, especially position traders, to go short. The USD has long-term strength, and the euro is relatively weak, and this supports the bearish case. The problem for bears is that there is a new support level now at 1.1588 which may halt the slide or even produce a bullish reversal. I think the best approach today will be to see how the price reacts at 1.1588 and trade accordingly. I will take a bearish bias if we get a New York daily close below 1.1574. Concerning the USD, there will be a release of ISM Services PMI data at 3 p.m. London time. There is nothing of high importance due today regarding the EUR. GBP USD Forex signal, bullish momentum to accelerate. There is a likelihood that the pair will keep rising later today as bulls target the 50% retracement level at 1.3700. Bullish view. Buy the GBP USD and set a take profit at 1.3700. Add a stop loss at 1.3545. Timeline, 1 to 2 days. Bearish view. Set a sell stop at 1.3545 and a take profit at 1.3450. Add a stop loss at 1.3650. The GBP USD pair rose for 4 straight days as investors rushed to buy the dips following last week's crash. The pair is trading at 1.3605, which is about 1.45% above the lowest level last week. Rising bond yields. The biggest catalyst in the overnight session was the rising bond yields in the United States. In the US, the 10-year bond yield rose to 1.477%, which was the highest level since last week. Similarly, the 30-year yield rose to 2.04%. Meanwhile, in the UK, the 10-year bond yield declined to 1.01%. The rising bond yields were triggered by the decision by the OPEC Plus cartel. After concluding their monthly meeting, the cartel decided to maintain its status quo. This means that they will continue boosting production by about 400,000 barrels every month. This was a significantly small increase than what analysts were expecting. Energy is the biggest constituent of inflation around the world. Therefore, there is a likelihood that consumer prices will remain at elevated levels in the next few months. Recent data showed that consumer prices in the UK rose by 3.2% in August. With oil and gas prices rising, there is a likelihood that the overall inflation will continue rising. The same is true in the United States, where some customers are spending about $5 per gallon of fuel. The next key catalyst for the GBPUSD will be the non-manufacturing PMI numbers from Market and the Institute of Supply Management, ISM. In the UK, analysts expect the data to show that the services PMI dropped to 54.6 in September. They also see the composite PMI falling to 54.1. Meanwhile, in the United States, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI is expected to drop from 61.7 to 60.0. Still, this will be a good number since a PMI above 50 is usually a sign of expansion. GBP USD Forecast. The 4-hour chart shows that the GBP USD pair has been in a bullish trend in the past few days. As a result, the pair has managed to move to the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level. Notably, it has also risen above the 25-day and 50-day moving averages. It has also moved above the pivot point. Therefore, there is a likelihood that the pair will keep rising later today as bulls target the 50% retracement level at 1.3700. AUDUSD Forex signal, unclear direction. 0.7250 is looking likely to be today's pivotal area. Last Thursday's AUDUSD signal was not triggered as there was no bearish price action when the price zone at 0.7218/23 was first reached. Today's AUDUSD signals. Risk 0.75%. Trades must be taken before 5 p.m. Tokyo time Wednesday. Short trade idea. Short entry following a bearish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 0.7278. Place the stop loss 1 pip above the local swing high. Move the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Remove 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to ride. Long trade ideas. Long entry following a bullish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 0.7252 or 0.7232. Place the stop loss 1 pip below the local swing low. Move the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Remove 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to ride. The best method to identify a classic price action reversal is for an hourly candle to close, such as a pin bar, a doji, an outside or even just an engulfing candle with a higher close. You can exploit these levels or zones by watching the price action that occurs at the given levels. AUDUSD Analysis. I wrote last Thursday that there seemed to be a very pivotal price zone not far above the current price, from 0.7218 to 0.7223. I was looking to take a short trade from a bearish reversal off this zone or trade a bullish a week rise after 2 consecutive hourly closes above 0.7225. This bullish setup did occur, and although it was initially followed by a bearish fall, over the next few days it would have been a profitable trade if taken. We are now seeing a firm bearish pullback after a multi-day rise, and this fits in with the broadly strong US dollar's advance right now. The AUD has recently been weak but has recovered some strength yesterday, so short trades here are no longer as attractive as they were. The price is moving quite smoothly in its short-term swings, but medium-term direction looks very unclear here. The only feature that jumps out at me from the price chart below is the support level at 0.7252, which obviously is confluent with the big psychological quarter number at 0.7250, so it may be strong. It has held as support many times when tested repeatedly over recent days. Therefore, I see the best potential trade here today as a long entry from a bullish bounce at 0.7252, especially if the rejection also touches 0.7250. Concerning the USD, there will be a release of ISM Services PMI data at 3 p.m. London time. There is nothing of high importance due today regarding the AUD.